Have you seen those crazy infinite zoom artworks on social media? And have you wondered, just like me, how they do that? I decided to try and figure it out so I can help you create that infinite zoom artwork as well. I figured making a canvas of 1,000,000 by 1,000,000 pixels in Procreate wouldn't be the way, so I tried to find an app that would be able to do that, and I found this app named Endless Paper. Oh, and just to be clear, this is not a sponsored video. It is about $10, so it's kind of pricey, but you will have endless fun once you know how to create that infinite zoom art. But in case you know about an app that does the same and which is free or cheaper than this one, be sure to let me know in the comments. Now let me walk you through the process of creating an infinite zoom art by using both Procreate and Endless Paper. So I've made a little folder of artworks, which I will be using in this case to create the infinite zoom, which will really be infinite, of course, because we have a finite number of artworks here, but you get the point. And these are all artworks from tutorials, so in case you haven't made these yet and you want to make them, I will leave links in the description. So I have got this selection, and the first thing I'll do is decide what will be the image that will be at the end of the zoom. And I'm thinking I'll let that be the light bulb. So let's save our light bulb on our device. Let's just drag to the left and tap share and then save it as a PNG. And you can just tap save image. And once we zoom out from our lamp, I want us to end up outside of this house. So what we'll do is we'll open our house, our file, and we'll make a little opening in our artwork. I think it would be nice to make an opening in one of the windows. Now when you go to the layer menu, you can see that I have everything on one layer. And now to remove a part of the window, I'll go to the selection tool, the S-shaped ribbon, use rectangle, and make a rectangular selection here. And you can swipe with 3 fingers to remove that part of the image. And I'll make sure that you turn off the background color. Now you can see that this is transparent. You can see like the back of Procreate. So there's a hole in our window, and now we can export this as a PNG by going to the wrench, then to share and select PNG and save it on your device. And I'll go back to the gallery and we'll put holes in all of these images. Once we zoom out from this house, I want us to end up with this scene, for example. So we'll make a little hole here as well by using the selection tool, set it to rectangle, remove this part, swipe with 3 fingers, make sure to turn off the background color and save this as a PNG as well. It's very important to save it as a PNG because that way you will keep the transparency. Once we have zoomed out from here, we'll go to the Dolomites. This is an artwork from a Patreon exclusive tutorial. Let's make a little hole over here. Let's go to the selection tool and use the freehand selection this time. And make a little bit like a cave over here. Something like this. Remove it. And then turn off the background color and save it as a PNG again. And we are going to do this for all of these images. Now we'll end up with this little house. Again, I'll link to the tutorial in case you want to make this as well. Let's use the freehand selection and select this door. Remove it, turn off the background color, and then export this as well. We're almost there. We're almost ready to make our infinite zoom. I will end up in the skyline at night. Let's open a little window here. Let's use the rectangle selection again. Make a little opening here. Make sure to turn off the background color and share it as a PNG again. And of course, you can do this with any type of image. You could also do this with photos Or you can plan your whole zoom ahead and make different types of drawings that nicely connect to each other. Now this time I'm going to use an eraser to remove this part. Let's grab the eraser. I'll set it to the medium brush under airbrushing. I'll make it a little bit smaller, 2%, and I'll make a little circular opening here. Then I'll turn off the background color and export this as well. And then finally, we'll end up with our galaxy. We can zoom all the way in. Let's, for instance, use this little star over here. Make the brush for our eraser nice and small. And make a little tiny hole here. Then make sure to turn off the background color and export this as well. And now we are finished. We are done and ready to get started making that infinite zoom art. So what we'll do is we'll go to the app, Endless Paper, and we'll open up a secondary window. You can do that by gently dragging up here from the bottom of your screen and then using the Photos app and dragging it to the left. And now you can see the images here that we have just saved as PNGs. You can see that there are duplicates over there because of course I have practiced before I started recording this video. Now what we'll do is we're going to start dragging these images onto our Endless Paper. Let's start with our light bulb, drag it onto there, and let's just get rid of our pen because it's easier to work with your hand. So here we have our lamp. And you can see that it's a little bit transparent. What you need to do is tap it and then use lock. Now it's fixed in place and we can zoom out a little bit and we can add our next image. That's the little house. Let's drag it onto there, then make it bigger by pinching out. And we'll make sure that that light fits nicely into our window. Like this. Then we'll tap again and use lock. Then we'll zoom out. And now we can add our next image, this one, drag it on top, pinch out, and make sure that our image fits in the door like this. Tap it, use lock, and then again, zoom out. And you can already see that you can do this like infinitely. You can use as many images as you like. And this is great for making those YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, or Instagram reels. Because there's just a little surprise in every image every time you zoom in. Let's go to the next one, this little house. Again, pinch outwards to make it bigger. And then we'll see the Dolomites through this door. Tap again, use lock. Zoom out even more, then we'll get to the city skyline. Then we'll make it fit this little window. Something like this. Tap, use lock. Zoom outwards, we're almost there. Now we have our snowflake. Zoom out, make this fit this little oval. Tap, lock, zoom out, and then let's finally go for our galaxy. Now I noticed while practicing this that this one is a challenging one. It's hard to find the little star that we have removed. Oh, there it is. And make it fit our snowflake like this. Then tap and lock, and let's swipe this to the left so we have a full screen view of our galaxy. And here we have our kind of infinite zoom artwork. You can continue adding more artworks, of course, or you can start having fun and zoom in on your image. And every time you will find something new. And like I said, you can also do this with photos or with other artworks. And yeah, just have endless fun. You can vary endlessly and make these awesome videos. And there we have our light bulb. I hope you found this useful. I hope you will have loads of fun creating your own infinite zoom artworks. Let me know if you have found another app, another way that is cheaper than endless paper. Be sure to leave it in the comments. You will be of great help. Also, you will be a great help if you hit that thumbs up button. It's a great way to support this channel and to let me know if you have enjoyed this video. And perhaps we need to do even more with infinite zoom art. Oh, and if you are going to make an infinite zoom artwork video after watching this one, then be sure to tag me if you're sharing it online, because I would love to see it. Or perhaps you would like to share it in the Procreate community. If you aren't a member yet, go to freefromflow.com, hit join the community. It's totally free and I would love to see you there. I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for the next tutorial.